A lot of artists like to claim that art is profoundly important, that it is almost a necessity for a good life. Miro explained that a single line drawn from the brush can lead to freedom and happiness, whilst Picasso argued that art sweeps away the dust of everyday life. But a lot of people are not interested in art, and they're doing just fine, having never set foot in a gallery. So are these just big pompous statements made by artists desperately trying to justify their self-indulgent activities, only reinforced by those that waste their time in art galleries and want it to mean more than watching Love Island? Well, as someone who wastes their time doing both activities, I do see merit in both sides of the argument. However, over the last month I've been in coronavirus lockdown on the east coast of Scotland, and my experiences has led me to devise a pompous statement of my own. So here it is. Art teaches us to see. Outside my door I am surrounded by the sea, strange rock formations, hills, old ruins, and often a deafening wind. All the elements are here to inspire a romantic artist. And I use the word romantic without the association of love between two people, according to the way it tends to be used today, but with reference to an intellectual, historical period, the Romantic period. Romanticism was a movement that climaxed between 1800 and 1850. Its focus was the natural world, its power, man's frailty in comparison, the individual's place amongst it, and though religion was not emphasized, romantic thinkers did seem to see in nature something divine. It was the landscape painting above any other visual art form that found ways of expressing this way of thinking. Caspar David Friedrich, for one, created perhaps the most famous romantic painting, The Wanderer Above the Sea of Fog, an image of the individual stoically taking in the vastness of the world. When I see someone on the headland just outside my front door, I am reminded of that painting, and what I see is furnished with similar poetic feeling. I also find that on a bleak day, this deserted beach has the same cold, isolating and haunting feeling as Friedrich's Monk at Sea. The ruins on the coastal walk towards the neighbouring village never fail to direct my mind towards John Constable, a British landscape painter. His painting Hadley Castle was created whilst the artist was dealing with the death of his wife. It is an image of the individual who keeps walking through the weather, our creations devoured by time, and a strange sense of optimism. It's one of those paintings I prefer not to put into too many words. I'm not sure any words could do justice. It would feel like cheapening that expression. Paintings like these have taught me to see certain things as picturesque. For example, this rusty old light out at sea, constantly battered by waves, all alone beneath powerful clouds. In the late afternoon, at around 5:30, the sun sometimes comes through the clouds and light is dispersed across parts of the water, just like in romantic paintings where the divine is expressed through nature in particularly unsubtle ways. What art does is it makes you notice things. It makes you more sensitive to the world around you, and it trains the mind to see in particular ways. Do you need it to survive? Probably not. But I really value the experiences that have been enriched by time spent looking at paintings. Whilst for me the utility of Love Island is foregone the moment a series ends, I take my time spent in galleries with me, wherever I go. Finally, I like to finish this video with one last painting. It's by Rembrandt, entitled Landscape with the Rest on the Flight to Egypt. This painting depicts the biblical moment of the Holy Family taking refuge in the wilderness on their escape from Bethlehem. Yet there is no iconography that clearly distinguishes these characters as being Jesus, Mary, and Joseph. They could just as easily be ordinary people in the vast universe that bring light and warmth. For me, this is a symbol of mankind's ability to create, and that in so doing, we make the world a little less cold.